Screen Time Allowance. This is our show where we talk about movies, games, and the shows we're watching and doing fun things. I'm Jonathan, and this is... He's very excited about this slime ball thing he's got. What? Zach, okay. Alright, so we watched a cool movie. What was it called?
You know those splinters that you get in your body sometimes? Well, there's a movie about that, and I hate it.
What's it called?
Splinter.
Splinter! Okay, so the reason we watch this movie is because we are going to make a movie in the summer of 2020, right?
And we're going to show it to you guys.
It's, what is it? It's October, almost Halloween of 2019. And I told Zach that, I told you that I would get a movie ready to film next summer, right? And we want to keep it small so we don't have to go anything crazy like the last movie. But I thought this would be a good movie to use as inspiration. So it's called Splinter. It's from 2008. It's, let's see. It's directed by Toby Wilkins. All right. It stars some people like Joe Wagner and Shea Wingham that do a really good job. So first of all, did you like this movie? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's talk about it a little bit.
Okay. So splinters that you get into your body. So they're removable. They're removable. But these splinters, they're removable too, but you turn into a monster.
Right. So let's go through the plot real quick. So
And they can stick to other people. It's
there's a gas station out in the middle of nowhere, right? I think it's in Oklahoma. So they go.
One guy is chilling right there, and then he hears something like this.
The guy actually is an actor that plays. His name is Charles Baker, and he would later go on to star as Skinny Pete in Breaking Bad, which I thought was funny. I didn't even recognize him at first, but there he was. But the first time I saw this movie, I didn't even recognize him. I don't think I'd seen Breaking Bad first. Anyway, so there's a gas station attendant. Here's a rustle in the grass. Goes over there. You see a quick flash of like an animal or whatever with some spiky things on it, right? Eats him up. He screams. We get the credits. Now, then we go to our main guys, who is Polly and Seth.
Well, I saw something, and it looked kind of like a mix, like an armadillo and a fox.
Maybe, yeah. Or with a bunch of spikes on it, huh?
Yeah, that's weird.
Then we meet Polly and Seth. They're going out camping for their anniversary. Seth isn't really into it, right? They break the tent that they're setting up, and he's like, let's go to the hotel, right? So they pack up their stuff, and they're going to go stay at the hotel. Then we meet Dennis and Lacey, right? And they're the bad guys, yeah? Okay, come on, man. Help me out.
Yeah, they're the bad guys.
Okay, they're the bad guys.
And they took over their truck.
Right, so they stop our two good guys in their vehicle and take them hostage, right? They run over an animal, which also has the spikies on it, right? Flattens their tire. It also busts up the radiator, so they're losing fluids. So while they're changing the tire,
the
good old Dennis, the bad guy, sticks his finger on a tiny little splinter, right? Just like it almost looks like the steel belted radial, like one of the steel fibers. He's like, "Ow!" He shakes it, and that's all we see of it from then.
It was like a splinter.
Yeah.
It was a splinter.
That's the name of the show. Yeah, Splinter.
And it was kind of like a spike too.
Mm-hmm.
It was like sharp.
So they leave.
Sharp.
They go look at this animal. It's flopping and squirming. It's clearly dead, but it's still moving. It's got splinters on it, right?
Remember, it's Ginger.
She thinks it's Ginger because she's crazy in the head because she's doing drugs, right? So she ends up shooting the thing, doesn't kill it or whatever, and they get out and go and leave. And as they drive off, we see the flat tire and we see splinters come out, grow, right, and then go and then shake.
And
so the car.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
If you haven't seen this movie, probably don't watch this yet.
Oh yeah, spoilers. Full spoilers from the 2008 movie.
Spoilers.
So lots of bickering and stuff.
Bad words.
Lots of bad words Zach can't say. The
Yeah, but I already know.
the truck already overheats, so they stop at the gas station we saw at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So the girl has to go to the bathroom. She pushes the bathroom open. What does she see?
Dead body with spikes.
Is he dead?
No.
He says, "Kill me," right? The guy we saw from the beginning.
And
So he comes out. She comes out there, and she's like, "Oh my God!" They can't find anybody in the gas station because he's dead or dying in the bathroom. She comes out. She's like, "Oh my God! There's a spiky, gross monster guy," and the bad guy boyfriend is like, "Oh my gosh! You're so crazy right now. Stop it. There's nothing over there." And then what comes flopping out?
that spiky monster.
Right.
And by the way,
What does it do to the girl? The bad guy girlfriend, just cuts right through her, huh? She dies right there.
but is she alive?
We don't know.
Yep.
So it's all floppy and with the thing I like about this movie is this is a very cool monster. There's some movies that have really cool monsters like The Thing and Predator and stuff like that. This is a very cool. Yeah, right.
Terminator.
Terminator's not a monster, but it's still I'll get what you're saying. But this is a very cool, unique movie monster in that it's not really a zombie. It's just kind of puppeting these dead bodies around, right? There's nothing. It's not like they're going. They're just kind of like you being used as puppets, right? So now one person down, right? Bad guy's girlfriend's down. They all go inside the gas station and lock it. He's freaking out. They don't know what to do. He's still being mean to them, right? And then he looks on the video and he sees the girl move, right? He's like, "Oh my God, she's still alive." Meanwhile, the other floppy monster jumped on the hood of their vehicle, right? So they can't get to the vehicle because he's on the hood. So he says, "I'm going to go back out there and grab her," right?
Yeah, but
So what is the good guy, Seth? He's not very tough. He's smart because he's getting his PhD in biology, but he didn't know how to change a tire. He didn't know how to drive stick shift. They kind of build him up as kind of this weenie kind of guy, right? So Polly, the good guy girl, says he's going to go out there and get her. We're going to lock him out. And he's like, "Well, he can just shoot through the glass." And she said, "Hey, he's out of bullets." So he goes out there, and do they lock him out? Is the girlfriend dead or what? Let me see this real quick.
It is not.
Now that way you can concentrate on talking to me. On this episode.
Okay.
So he goes out there and grabs the girl. Is she dead or is she alive?
She is alive.
Is she?
She gets puppeted around.
Right.
And
You look at the video and she's clearly dead face, but her shoulders like moving around. So he thinks she's alive, pulls her in.
But next view, on the video, her finger goes like this.
Right. So he's dragging her in. They lock him out. He's like, "Let me in. I'm right here."
To do this.
Right. He's like, "Let me in. I'm right here." And then the girl stands up. Spikes, gross, flopping around. And he's like, "Let me in." So they pull him in. They shut the door and cuts off like this much of her hand. It pops down on the ground. And what does it do? It's
At first, it goes like this.
Right. And then it's like, it jumps around and it's kind of crawling a little bit. And they look at it. They're like, "What's going on?" There's the splinters. They see it. They crush it. He opens back up, looks at it. And the smart guy, Seth, is trying to make sense of it. He's like, "What is this thing? It's attracted by the blood and blah, blah, blah." Meanwhile, girlfriend smashing her face on the glass door outside.
I feel like it's blinded glass.
It might be. So they try to go back out the back door, but that's not going to work because why?
Because
there's a fence on it, right?
yeah,
And it's locked. So they have to pry the hinges off the door because it's locked. Pull the door off, and there's another locked gate. So they're kind of stuck, right?
Yeah.
So then what? They're trying to figure out what to do. They walk back out, and who's outside?
A police officer.
Oh man.
And
She knows who the bad guy is, huh? He says, "We got you now. The whole state's looking for you." She tries to radio, and the other people are like, "You don't understand. There's something out there. Get out of here. Go into your car. Call everybody." And then even the bad guy's like, "Get to your car. Call everybody." Right? You have them all show up.
and then what comes down from the rooftop.
Yeah.
The monster grabs her up, rips her pants off.
Does it rip her pants off?
It rips her entire
Legs off, huh? Rips her in half.
and then guess what happens? It pulls her up, and then guess what's pushing against it?
What?
The spikes. It's making a bigger monster.
Right, it's putting the pieces, pulling the pieces together, making a bigger monster, right?
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, there's just some legs sitting on the ground outside the thing, and so Polly comes up with this idea. She's like, "Look, we can make a fire. Fire will start in the woods. The police will come along with the fire department to check it out, right?" But Seth is like, "Well, we're not gonna set the whole place on fire." And he's like, "I got an idea. The legs are still outside. There's a police radio on it, right? We'll hook up some hooks, coat hangers, and try to fish it through the night slot." So he almost gets it, and then what happens? The monster comes crashing down, right?
Yeah.
And then it does what?
Since the blood is on the window, the monster already knows that that's glass, so it sticks its hand under there, and then
They smash it, and they break it, and it falls off, right?
and
And then what is it doing?
it has another hand, but it's going like this.
Meanwhile, we look over at the bad guy. I forget his name.
Polly.
No, Polly's the girl.
Oh, yeah.
Seth is the guy. Dennis is the bad guy.
Wait.
He looks at his finger, and it's spreading, huh? But he didn't tell nobody, right? So
And then suddenly
they're fighting with the hand, and where do they go? They're fighting it with the cage.
the freezer.
Right. So the bad guy
Yeah,
pops
but-
out, who's
yeah.
now starting to be a little more nice, right? Because they're facing an entirely different problem.
Yeah, and then it says, and then he says, "Watch out for the splinters."
Right. He says, "Don't let it stick you." So finally, he has his hand wrapped up, and they're like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I cut my hand. Don't worry about it." But then soon it's too late because it's grown. It's spread all the way up his hand to like up to here, right?
Yeah, and then it goes like this.
Oh, yeah, there's some really gnarly stuff. One of the cool things about this monster is that it cracks and contorts the body it's taken over, right? So he's holding his hand out and his whole finger goes breaks the other way, and you were like, "Ah!"
And
then his whole arm is like, "Ah!" Pow! It breaks backwards, and you were like, "Ah!" It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And-
You're
and-
like, "Oh my god!"
and then it went like this. Break backwards, and then the guy sees it and he's like, "Oh shoot!"
Yep. So they're like, they got no choice. What do they have to do?
They had to cut his arm off.
This is the only part of the whole movie that Zach couldn't watch. I get it because it was pretty gross. They could cut his arm off. It gets pretty crazy because they start cutting his arm off, and the biology guy Seth is like, "We can't cut through his bone with a knife. So what are we gonna do?" So they cut all the way around, and they put it on the edge, and he has a big cinder block, and goes pow, and just breaks his arm bone right in half. They tie it up, and he's not great for the rest of the movie. But meanwhile, they decide they figure out that what is the monster tracking? How is it tracking him?
Heat.
Right.
It's like Predator's night vision.
Right, kind of like that. So they come up with a new idea, and what's the new idea? Do you remember?
It's the stupidest idea, but
It makes sense for his character. Like, his character, I believe he would come up with this idea. So look at the temperature outside. It's 93 degrees, right? He's like, if I can get my body down below 93 degrees, I should be able to just walk out to the police car and it won't be able to see me, right? Picking your nose on camera, dude. That's gross. The whole internet's going to see it. Ugh, okay. And then...
John, think of my stinky face.
No. So they pack them in ice and bring the...
Not the smartest idea.
Right.
I can tell you that.
My idea was just like, why don't they just set a fire somewhere? They'll run over to the fire, and then you can just run to the car, right? But
Yeah.
they lower his body, and then they kind of do that anyway, because they're out the back throwing fireworks, right? While he's stumbling, holding on to ice with a thermometer in his mouth, trying to get to the cop car. They show the temperature keeps ticking up. He's at like 91 or whatever, and it keeps ticking up. So he is till 93 until he warms up to 93 to get into the car. So he gets into the police car, and after all that, what's wrong?
He didn't think of this. No keys.
No keys in the car. So
the super monster goes like crashing through the windshield and stuff.
Oh man, super big monster who is now the girl, half the cop. Oh, and it grabs it grabs the legs too. So it's like 4 legs, a whole body. The cool thing, and another cool thing,
and another arm.
Right, and one of the cool things is you never actually see like a super good shot of the monster. It's in like flashes. You see the spikes. You can tell it's made out of a bunch of different people and spikes and stuff.
I saw 6 heads.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't think there's 6 heads on it. So he has to get back in. The guy comes out with one arm. The bad guy comes out with one arm with his firecracker, right? It comes crashing in. Now it's inside the gas station. We got no hope. It's all coming down.
Like choppy, and
the guy. What does he get out of the police car? Seth, the good guy. He gets a shotgun, right? He goes out. He goes back in the store. Boom, boom, boom. Shoots the thing. Pushes the hand monster. Shoots it into the fire. And they're like, "Oh, we can burn this thing and maybe it'll die." Right?
I know that's when my idea came in. Why don't you just set a fire on the concrete and then set it all around you, and then just, boy, it would just come and burn to death.
Yeah, maybe. So the bad guy decides to take one for the team since he gets hit, right? So now he's scraped with the spikes with the Uncle Scotty's online. So
Stop it!
So he gets scraped on the shoulder with the splinters now. So now he's double dead. He's got one arm and splinters on like his neck. So he's dead. He decides, I'm going to save you guys, okay? Go on. And he shoots the gas pumps, right?
And then, okay, this was a little wild idea. Why don't you just throw all the TNT bombs away from this place so it can go to there, and then just run.
Right.
Run for your life.
It's too bad they didn't have a good car, huh? I would rather drive away from that because there's other stuff going on in that woods.
I mean.
All right. So the bad guy's like, look, take this key, give it this money to this lady that I killed her husband or whatever. It's the backstory of why he's a bad guy. Take the key, get out of here.
Oh, I forgot to mention.
Right.
Okay, so I bet the arm is just rolling.
It's on fire. They pushed it in the fire, remember?
No, the arm.
Oh, his arm, right. So yeah, technically we never did see that arm, but once they broke it off, it should have became autonomous a little bit later, huh? We never saw it again, which seems like a missed opportunity.
I mean.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Go through the rest of the story. He tells him to run. The bad guy shoots the propane tanks, blows everything up, burns the monster. But is that the only monster? No. At the end, they go through the woods. The only hint of an idea of what we think this thing is as they're driving through the area at the beginning, they show this sign that says experimental oil retrieval.
Science. Yeah,
some scientific thing going on. They never really get into it, which is cool. You don't need an explanation for everything. All right, so there are 2 guys, Seth and Polly. The good guys, they get away, right? They live. So that's cool, right?
Yeah.
But there are other spike monsters out in the woods. So, the end. What was your favorite part of this movie?
Okay, so my figure, that wolf that has the spikes in it.
Mm-hmm.
When the door was open, the arm must have escaped and stabbed that wolf.
It might have. Maybe the arm got away and ran off to attack different things. So what was your favorite part of this movie?
Okay.
I really like this movie. I would recommend it to everybody. What's your favorite part?
I kind of like the end and the middle.
The end and the middle? I like, as gross as it is, I like when his arm finally goes against him and starts snapping and popping, breaking in all the different ways. Mainly because your reaction. Ah! That was so funny. All right, so watch out. So your favorite part was the middle and the end. You liked that the bad guy became a good guy enough to save the other two. That was pretty cool.
And I like the end because there's a wolf next to a rock and there's spikes coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. One cool thing about this movie.
And there's like another one. There's like 3.
Yeah. One really thing I like about this movie
I think
a lot.
it was just 2.
Oh, okay.
I think it was.
The thing I like about this movie a lot is that all the special effects are like practical. I like that. I don't think there's any computer stuff, or at least not obvious computer stuff in there. So all the monsters were really cool. They looked real because they were really there with the actors and stuff.
I figured how they made that.
What? How'd they make it?
I think they put a baby in there.
They did not put a baby in a costume. All right.
That'd be so cool.
Oh yeah, that would be
It'd go
cruel.
like
No,
this.
we wouldn't do that. So would you
It'd be
recommend
like
this? Would you recommend this movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
To everybody watch it right now.
2008 Splinter, starring Jill Wagner and
There
Shay.
has to be a second one.
No, I don't think so. It would have been made by now. It's 11 years old now. Starring Jill Wagner, who is, I guess, more famously known as commentator on Wipeout, the old obstacle course show.
Dad.
She's in it. And Shea Wingham's been in a lot, like Kong Island and stuff like that. So
Dad, why did you kill a Splinter guy?
that's from a different movie you'll see later. Okay, so all right, so that was good. We recommended Splinter, 2008 Splinter. Now let's talk about games, I guess. Okay, games. Are you playing anything right now? Splinters. Are you playing anything right now?
I'm playing Minecraft.
So Zach, you're way too into Minecraft. You watch videos about Minecraft. You have books about Minecraft. You have Minecraft bed sheets. I'm gonna burn all your Minecraft stuff in a big fire. What do you think about that? I was just playing World War Z zombie game. That's a pretty cool game that you're too scared to play. Zach, this just in. Zach's scared to play World War Z. I also started playing The Outer
Where's the mic?
Worlds. No, I also started playing The Outer Worlds, which is cool, made by the guys who originally created Fallout and stuff. So, you got any cool Minecraft stories? Oh, tell them about what we're building.
We're building an amusement park.
So we built a couple roller coasters. What's the name of the restaurant there?
Burger Happy.
It's Burger Happy, yeah.
And the food is free.
The food is free. What a great amusement park. I wish that was real in real life. Usually the food's about worth free. Like when we went to Typhoon, Texas, the food was terrible. And we ate, man, that burger was terrible.
Hey, know what the tickets are?
What are the tickets?
Ham.
Ham? I don't want to go there now. Just give me a warm floppy ham slices.
Just kidding, carrots.
Okay, that's a little better, I guess.
Because it has nutrition.
Okay, so that's what we're playing. All Minecraft. No more Fortnite.
No more Fortnite anymore. No more Fortnite anymore.
Well, I play it.
No.
I play it a little bit.
No.
See, I play a little bit of everything, and you go full in on Minecraft.
No.
Oh wait, what VR games do you play? That's something.
I play Bar Fight, Ninja Legends, and Bar Fight, and I wish.
We're gonna have to figure out how to make a video for the VR and have an episode of you flailing around.
Hey.
What? Okay, let's wrap
Be
it up.
invited to our Minecraft roller coaster world.
We have no way to invite them to the Minecraft roller coaster world. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
Iron Claw. All right, let's wrap it up before people start saying I'm abusing you. Anything you got to say?
I need to go poop.
I'm not cutting that out. So it's on the record. Zach needs to go poop. All right, until next time. Bye.
Dad needs to go poop too.
Hello, everybody.